What's up, guys? Kadar here. I'm gonna do another review on this plugin. It's not technically new, but it's new to me. It's CoLabs. It's a free iOS plugin. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know this plugin existed. It's more like a chain or whatever. Sometimes I don't let go. Alright. Some mono. I bet there's no sound on this. Sometimes I don't let go. It's meant to be compatible with the Bus plugin, which I also have. Because I didn't even know that there was a plugin for the plugin. That's crazy to me, bro. I believe it's made by the same people who made the plugin. Sometimes I don't let go. Like, you see, at this point, it's the same damn plugin. So, yeah. I honestly don't get this, because both of these apps are pretty much the same plugin. The interface is the same. I don't see anything really much different between that plugin and that other plugin. This plugin's been out for months, and I didn't know about its existence until I browsed the App Store. I didn't even think that there was any more free plugins left. And then some apps are out there to be plugins. Like, if you want to use this to make your vocals, go for it. This is actually the only, like, connective channel thing that I've seen that actually functions as a plugin. Because I've seen other DAWs that do stuff like this, that have effects like this. Like, I wonder how this would sound with a multi-track plugin. And there are multi-track plugins out there that exist on iOS. But I still can't get over the fact that this whole entire setup is the same. It's not really much original to the idea, but both plugins are free. I think one is paid and the other is free. Some of them cost money and some of them are like free, but it's like whatever. I'm not saying that you should buy this plugin. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy this plugin. Well, you can't buy it because it's free, so there's nothing really to lose. I'm going to tweak the settings a little bit. Let's get out of that. I don't really get this. It's the same effect. What's different about this? It's made by the same company. I really don't get this. Let's try Moon Echo with this to see how it sounds. Sometimes I don't let go. Sometimes I don't let go. Sometimes I don't let go. Next. Sometimes I don't let go. Sometimes I don't let go. Sometimes I don't let go. Yeah, but honestly, I kind of don't really get this plugin. The effect settings are the same. This is supposed to be a how do I say it? A Bus plugin, because back then, this was actually a thing. A long time ago, I think when BandLab first started off, they were owned by the same people who made these plugins. I don't get why BandLab's not an AAV3 plugin. Like, I'll make that into its own video eventually. Like, I'll make that my next video. Because there are some plugins that are the same, but I didn't think that these two were the same. And then when I saw the interface, I was like, what the fuck? This looks familiar to me. But what's different about the Collab plugin and then this? I don't really see a difference. It's pretty much the same thing to me. Some of the plugins I have are the same, really. So I'm not really surprised. Like, for example, both Audio Master, the original one and Audio Master Pro, they're pretty much the same plugin. They're not really much different from each other, but one is like a more professional version of it, and then all the presets that are on that plugin are on the other one too. Because you have a lot of plugins that you can play around with that are free or expensive. The only difference is the pricing. One is free, and the other one you have to pay for. Same with the mic swap plugins. Because what developers will do is offer a free version of the plugin and then offer a paid version of the plugin. Because I think I have like 2 mic swap plugins, but that's just that. Might be 3, I don't remember. Because there's like 2 versions of each plugin. Like I have 2 versions of N-Track. And then what they should do with the controller DAW apps is make them into plugins themselves as well. They won't really like lose anything from doing that. Like, I deadass want the controller apps to be made into AUV3 plugins. Because they would sound... I've seen apps that have the potential of being good for mixing that should be AUV3 plugins, but they're not plugins for some weird reason, because the thing is, like, it would be easy for them to make those apps into plugins, because then you could just take the audio from that app and then mix your vocals with it and stuff. The only difference is between regular plugins, which are the standard free ones, and the professional versions, is that they pretty much offer the exact same thing. Most plugins do that, and most plugins don't. But if I'm gonna be honest, Audio Master, if you're watching this video, Audio Master, Video Master, or whatever, developers who are watching this video, this is one thing I want to like request as an idea. I think Audio Verb should be made into a plugin, honestly. The reason why I think Audio Verb should be a plugin, along with the other apps that you made, not just Audio Verb, but also Hear Boost, I think should be a plugin too, honestly. Those should be useful for mixing. Hear Boost already has like a similar setup to Audio Master plugins. Like, I think Hear Boost and Audio Verb should be made into plugins. I personally think that Phone Amp should be a plugin. And then there's other apps out there that I think should be plugins, but I'm not going to name them all in this video. Because when I saw that the app said AU, I was like, you know what, I gotta download this to see what it's about. But yeah, like I said, Audio Master, if you're watching this video, I recommend to like convert more of your apps into plugins, or at least have more plugins for mixing purposes. But I'm not saying turn Video Shop into... Not Video Shop. I'm not saying turn Video Master into an AUV3 plugin. Next thing I'm going to do is make a list of apps that I think should be made into AUV3 plugins. That's going to be my next video. Because it's my personal opinion on what apps I think should be made into AUV3 plugins and how I think it would work. Because then those apps would actually be more convenient than the other options that sometimes don't make sense to me. But there's like other apps that can be made into AUV3 plugins. Like, I feel like that some apps should be made into AUV3 plugins. One thing I think they should do is, like, My message to Cubase 3 is they should bring the Waves plugins onto iOS as individual plugins. Or at least add a code into the Cubase app where the plugins can be used within other DAWs. Because Waves plugins are meant to be like supported with third-party integrations and stuff like that. So it would make sense to do that. But like I said, if you want to get this plugin, get this if you want.